What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be reviewing a new DC animated movie, Gotham by Gaslight. Man, let's get right to it.
Batman, Gotham by Gaslight. Woo! New one. I don't know what to say about it, but this man does, and he is going to give you his quick description of what the movie was about.
I feel like a Sherlock Holmes version of Batman. I think he's like still in his first year in this universe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly with you, I had real doubts about this movie, and it shocked me. It was pretty good. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's get right to the review, man. Let's get right to it.
Like you said, it was a shocker, all right. What I liked about it was they went a different direction than how Batman typically goes and everything about it. It wasn't your typical Batman fully. It was still Batman, it just wasn't your typical Batman. And one of the things they had in there was they had all the Robins together. And they were not the Robins, they were like a bunch of homeless orphans and everything.
They changed a lot of characters.
Yeah, they did. And they made, like, who was it? Poison Ivy was like a stripper and everything. And the bad guy was normally a good guy in every other Batman show and everything. So
Batman,
every other Batman, everything.
Yeah.
So that was cool too. But that's what I liked about it. You? What you like?
You know what? I kind of like a little bit of everything, but like going back to what you said, I like the fact that they took characters and changed them up a bit, but they didn't disrespect the characters like the way like a live action studio would do it. Like oh yeah, this is our interpretation of the character.
Oh, yeah.
And they mess it all the way up. Yeah. They changed it just enough, but still kept them still true. Even though the changes were big, they kept the true character to what they really were. Like Poison Ivy was like a stripper. Poison Ivy's always been kind of sexual.
Yeah.
So that made sense that she was a stripper like that.
It did.
Like the bad guy was always doing bad things, but in his mind he's doing it for good reasons. So he's still in his mind a good guy. Like they changed it, but just enough where it didn't all the way disrespect what the character was about. It still kept it interesting.
Okay, so what I didn't like was it was just, I don't know, it got to the point where I just wasn't interested. Like I found myself watching it and then falling, like it just didn't keep my attention the whole time. Yeah, it was like points in it where it was just like.
You sure you just weren't tired?
No, I wasn't tired. I was watching it and I was fully awake. I made sure that I was like let's watch this, fully awake. But it was just got to some points where you were like, I can already tell they're just passing the time along. This isn't going to push the story along at all. Like when they were at the theme park, or not theme park, but
the fair.
The fair.
They were setting up where the final battle would be at.
Yeah, I saw it, but it just I lost interest in that point. Once Bruce Wayne showed up, I lost interest.
So in the first
part was good when they started showing everybody else and they started arguing and they were like, this is Zach, that's Harvey, that's the commissioner, that's them. Once everybody got introduced, it was like, okay, that's everybody. And then Bruce Wayne pops up and I was like, just like that. It was like, alright, whatever. I was like, and there was parts, and there was other parts where I just couldn't fully keep my attention for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. But, and then the ending, no. Him acting funny. I didn't like the fact when Catwoman knew who he was, he started acting funny in there. Oh, I was just out there doing, I was like, it's kind of fake. You're Batman. Do better. Just admit that you're Batman.
He'll never admit that.
Nah, he had to. He was running from the police and everything because he was this close to getting caught, and Catwoman came around and rescued him from getting caught and everything. And as obvious as you can be that he is clearly the Batman. and everything. And he tried to, I was like, this is what? And just tell her you're the Batman. You know?
I mean, it's still year one Batman, so he hasn't fully developed seasoned lies that will work over time, even when he's dead caught.
Yeah, he did. There was no need for a lie, but there was no need for a lie though at the same time. There was no need to have.
No, he's not a seasoned Batman.
Yeah, seasoned Batman would have been put in that predicament.
This is year one Batman.
It's definitely year one Batman, how he was acting and stuff like that. What did you not like about the
Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
The fact that there's another Batman animated movie. Like DC, you have plenty of other characters.
Oh my God, so
use them.
Oh my God.
Use them. It's just gotten out of hand. You throw Batman and stuff. Right. Batman don't need no reason to be in. Justice League Dark didn't need Batman in it. It's a Justice League movie about magic. Batman don't do no kind of magic.
I need him in there.
I was just saying, please use other characters. Just any characters. I don't care who it is.
Blue Beetle, Booster Gold.
I watch all. I'm tired of Batman, and I love Batman. He's like top. If we give all 4 Ninja Turtles, he's like top 5 or 6 of my favorite superheroes. God damn, stop using them. Yeah, I got all 4 Ninja Turtles go first. That's all plus.
That's a discussion for another time.
All 4 Ninja Turtles go first.
Leave comments in the comment section below.
Yeah, I keep it real. They all 4 of them go first. So
yeah, DC, please. You got a million characters, yo. You will start a new comic book in a heartbeat, but you will just like redo Superman movies and Batman movies
all day.
All day.
Like I only got one Wonder Woman movie, and that was a good one. I was like, okay, what's next?
Ooh,
nothing.
One Wonder Woman movie about
her origin.
But they do the same thing with the with the regular movies too, yo. It's just Batman and Superman over and over again.
Over and over.
And then Justice League. Then they do a million Justice League animated movies and stuff, you know.
Just so they can put Batman.
Just it seems like it.
But they're all centered around Batman.
It seems like it.
Goddamn shame.
Yeah, can we get another?
So that was my dislike. That it was another Batman.
That's a major dislike. Just to let you people know. Major. Okay, so what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene when they got caught, where they were about to get, with Selena Kyle found out that she was Batman. Everybody get pulled over by the police. They act like they was having a sex scene. That joint was hilarious to me.
That's your favorite.
That joint, it was hilarious to me. I was like, how you gonna get out of this one? She's like, follow my lead. And I was like, she's not gonna do it. Is this a rated? Because the way I was watching, I didn't see the rating. I'm like, is this rated off? Should I turn this off right now? My kids are here. And I was like, you know what? They're not gonna do it. I was like, yeah. Oh man. And they got out of it too. And the way the officer looked like, I really can't say nothing because it's Bruce Wayne. Oh, you guys got it. And he just walked out. He just walked out. Hey, like, finish strong. I feel like if I was that cop, I would say, hey, finish strong, man. Do it for the people.
Do it for the people. do it for the
That's what I would have
did. You're not allowed to be a cop.
That's what I would have did though.
Oh man. My favorite scene was just fight scenes. I like fight scenes. Fight scenes. All of them actually. All of them were pretty good and everything. Batman got his behind whooped in the one where they were in the meat processing plant or whatever with him and Catwoman. And you found out that this dude can fight.
I think that what it was when he took his opponent, underestimated his opponent.
Yeah, he completely underestimated him.
He's like, this guy's just trying to go after women that can't fight back.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he can't take me. He's the what the?
Yeah, he was surprised. Homeboy started going to his body and everything. Yeah, he was shocked. He was shocked.
Once you already underestimated your opponent, it's hard to get out of that. Yeah, like you have to lose the fight and come back.
You need to completely back up and just reassess the whole thing.
Might want to reassess life.
He did, because that next time, boy, he was coming strong. He was coming strong. Unfortunately, the bad guy knew who he was the whole time. It was funny and everything. Were there any changes you would make?
You know what? Outside of it being another Batman movie, outside of that.
Outside of that.
Some of the dialogue was a little unnecessary to me.
That's what I said when it made me.
But I mean, it wasn't unnecessary, but it just felt like.
No, it was unnecessary. You're right.
No, because everything led up to something. Like for instance, when Harvey and Selena and Bruce were on their way to the
What, the club?
Yeah, the little gentleman's club.
Yeah.
And he was acting like a drunk fool. You could tell they were setting the mood that like this is a time before women were well, I mean, women are still not respected enough, but this is when they were getting totally disrespected. Like you shouldn't even have an opinion.
Yeah.
So they were setting the mood and showing you that Bruce Wayne is above that, and he thinks women are as strong as powerful, can be just as strong as powerful as men in the same world. So it's showing the different dynamics and stuff like that. So it was I knew why they did it, but I just didn't care about it because I wanted to get to the actual story.
I didn't care at all. I didn't care for it.
But they were just trying to make conversation so they could walk to the bar thing. So.
Yeah. Changes. Woo. Yeah. Every scene that I fell asleep on and just lost interest.
How many scenes was that?
Cut that out, and then
how many scenes was that?
probably 4.
It's a good chunk of the movie, bro.
Yeah, it was.
You want a good
For me,
45-minute movie?
For me, it you could give me a 1-hour movie. You give me a 1-hour movie and it would have done it. Like 2 good episodes, like back in the day when you used to watch Justice League and they had a 2-parter, and it would be a really good 2-parter. Well, that's what that one kind of felt like. Like it could have been done in 2 30-minute sequences. You know, that's just me though. Rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10. That's what we do here. 1 to 10 scale. What do you give it?
I'm giving that one Gotham by Gaslight. Thinking about giving it a good 8. Yeah, it's a solid 8. No point. Solid 8. Don't go no higher, don't go no lower. Solid 8.
8 is like something you recommend to people.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I would recommend it to people who watch and DC animated, or if I was just writing something, like if I walk into a 7-Eleven and I see some new dude, like, hey man, you need to watch that. It's a little different. Somebody who's like, hey man, yeah, I'll be watching all the DC, I'll be watching all the comic book cartoons, and I was like, oh, you see that Gotham by Gaslight? Nah, man, go check that out. That joke alright. I recommend like that. Other movies like Flashpoint, I'm like, man, you need to watch this.
You need to watch this now.
But it's not that. It's not that. Those are 9+ movies.
9+. So you're telling me that was on the border of
No.
Flashpoint?
No.
And 8 is right beside a 9, so that means it's on the border.
No, it's like with Justice League Dark. It's a good 8.
So you tell what? No, Justice League Dark was better than this. I'm gonna put them on the same page.
I would.
Really?
Brother, I have no faith in your rankings at
I have
all.
no faith in your
You
rankings
literally
now.
made Justice.
You just telling me Justice League Dark is equally as good as Batman by Gaslight.
Yes.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the twist at the end of who the villain was. That was worth it.
That right there was not worth it.
It was. It was a good.
That didn't make up for the whole rest of the 30 minutes that I fell asleep.
That's because I like that. So it's my opinion. I liked it. You're the one who gave Justice League the movie a 9.10, and then Star Wars, The Last Jedi, a 7. So your rankings are all over the place.
My rankings are right, and as everybody would agree.
No,
leave your comments.
Nobody would agree.
Your comments in
Nobody
the
agrees
with section blue. You might not agree with the Justice League, but that's another discussion for another time. 9.10. This movie, Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, I'm giving it a 7. It just
sad.
It was just
sad
it was average.
Sad right.
It was average. The only thing that boosted it was the ending when you found out who the villain was, and you were like, oh.
That's part of the movie though.
It was like, oh.
That's part of the movie.
It didn't boost the whole rest of the movie though.
Part of the movie. It made it all together.
And I didn't like the way it was, and I didn't like the animation too. The animation didn't feel right to me, yo. I've seen better. Like Justice League Dark, their animation looked good. This one's animation
You can't have the
did
same
not look
animation
good.
for every movie.
You can, no doubt. But I'm just telling you that this animation to me was not as good. It wasn't as up to par for me.
It was. People.
It wasn't. It was as bad as that one. What was the Superman movie with Superman and Batman? And they were like everybody was muscular.
Batman and Superman.
Batman and Superman. That wasn't what it's called. It was Batman and Superman. When they were all muscular, like everybody was like, they looked like they did in the comic. They drew the animated movie as it was in the comic.
So you're saying you're upset that it came to the source?
And it was just like
that movie was pretty good.
The movie was good. The animations looked horrible. Amanda Waller's face was all like, I'm fat. Ooh, I'm really fat. And and then everybody else was swole. Power Girl looked like she just lifted way too much and stuff.
Yeah, she was acting.
See?
I said she was.
Yeah, they all were. But no, yeah, I give it a 7. It was okay. You don't completely waste your time, at least for an hour. But for 30 minutes, yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't waste your time.
You do. 30 minutes. That's our review. You guys got any comments or any rankings of your own, put it in our comment section below. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you love what you see, hit that subscribe button and tell a friend. Till next time, guys. Peace.